So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. There he goes left side. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the...
And this is caught. Touchdown. Right. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First throw of overtime for Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. But what can Murray do now with his drive? A short one here, caught by McBride. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that